The land that we love is the peppery, but when you check good, now we safe, we the Sierra Leoneans them. Now we safe. Eh? They do that too, we safe. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from, please?
My name is Safa. I call from Jersey.
Yes, Safa from Jersey. What's in a young contribution? You get 3 minutes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Kipu, you do, you only try. Hello, issue. My brother. It's not easy. If you see you hit inside at the end of the day, pass. I don't know which means the friend will even prescribe for you. But from everybody salon, we get problem. To be honest with you, be minister, it be somebody who na pump a day, it be policeman or soldier, everybody we get problem until we try to realize some of we all we mistakes and we ready back for correcting before ever that country we able for develop the way some food they think of. Then drivers that we talk about, then get an issue. We the passengers and back we get your issue. The policeman back them back get your issue. The government back get your issue because the thing about it's something I can just listen to this program small and just they don't see me because I'm not giving give me appetite for even contribute. Because it's not easy. We look at a problem. One, even like that time you then they go and make sure. Can you imagine? They go that time we wouldn't have Freetown. Where they go decline. Now that time they possibly come up from nowhere. It can't hit a lot no more for let the team mix up. For let infos go inside. Or who say no they it's not easy. Then driver back way they come up because they don't tell us nah. Don't for take halfway. It can not reach a go turn other side. You go take other people there because they call halfway. Then it go there. Then the same what easy. My brother, let God help.
All right, thank
but
you.
But it's not easy.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, this is Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, you see, Salon, the problem is, most of the way you see people they suffer for traffic, for transport, after cleaning. After cleaning, transport not even there. People they suffer under. And the problem now, Salon, the road for go, you see from Eastern because now Eastern making day most of the time. Eastern for car inside Central, for car inside Freetown, take car inside Cotton Tree under. Now one great way there for car inside, trailer and the car inside there, put that in the car inside through that way there, regular motor car in the car inside through that way there. Now they cause most of the traffic. Now one great way for car inside Freetown from up going and car inside the town. If they're able to make that other road now New England Ville and that, then they go help. But it seems they're not concerned. They don't even care about that road there. They just worry about the traffic. But the traffic itself, now for improve the road then at Freetown, you get for develop more road there. Now one green wave, they cause that traffic. That place is very congested. Take inside Clock Tower and it's very congested. And we get their side and they back, the market people in back, then they make more problem. They create more problem, You put them back, down they back, more problem, They need for just clear that way there and then build the road now, New England, that New Englandville road there. Let them continue and take car Eastern. So then the regular people and now will know the car inside the center itself, and go use that way they for go outside they go. But all man now inside that one main road then they come. Now they cause all the traffic and they. I tell you let's say from 8 o'clock morning till 12 o'clock afternoon. Monday through Saturday, they go past them place, then they easy, So take the password can go round Wilberforce and that, and then now they far, they go round, then come inside Freetown, They need for improve the road there. Now that need them for do. And the other thing again is that guy the way they talk about say every day they survive. That guy na sacred cow, man. That guy not they come under. That position they safe, man. Nobody not able to pull under. So, you go do what you want to do, I mean, contribution.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, this is my Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get a platform, 3 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution?
Well, all these things we talk now the increasement of population and the cities don't make this all these things go on. But the government go able to put logistics in place where we minimize the traffic. You know, like even there is trouble investment. There is some company where we even invest on railway lines straight from Waterloo to Client Township. That will even shut down that. It will even because that they will place the way they will pass the line there. You know, it's not that old road, they use old road where you go even you go all the way Waterloo. That's back now that means back there for the thing, but so okay, let's put them short railway the way now they run. Then the competition will there among the driver there. Then the driver, the bike, as she said, people are not trustworthy in that country today. As she said, no more to bring that program. How many people that don't invest on motorcar business? Believe me, now almost 2 days we will take for finish the topic. Because me now one example back. Then pass van there, then Ford, where they say like 15 passengers, I buy that day, I struggle at center. Look at a factory. Waiting there to complain back with I send with the Chrysler Pacific. All them 2 motorcars just packed there no more they complain. The mechanic the first now them they make deal with the driver for just damage no more say the man will sell the back. The motorcar so look at factory. I don't tell brother I tell you know see don't put a seller by part. If it's any amount from other that money they release you know so you don't put some money. You know, so now the trustworthy way not they back most people that don't want to invest in transportation, they want. But you know go there, you invest in transportation where you don't suffer somebody to go on jail for you. Well you put your own story where you put 3 days before that money they reply. Yeah. So you see? Thank you. Yeah. So that is the problem simply. Because of that, I'm on the phone. Yeah, because of that, that makes people that know they want to invest in transportation. You go don't suffer, you buy a small motorcycle, you go, you talk to make a film because you know my brother, they collect the runner for me. That way, now the big mistake that they go don't do. Because people say, that man they there, you go to talk to push the, you're not going to take the team better, now that's what done better, because inside go to survive that suffer. The family go to survive, what you say go to survive. But they know the thing about the future. They know the thing about that. They just go no more. If you don't buy the motorcycle, you don't pay the custom, you don't go, you don't clear, you give them. That's it. You can just sit on my back because you know they will see. Now, maybe if you have 3 month grace period, the next 4 months, that story they're going to tell you now. And that story there's the manufacturer from the box themselves. You will see some kind of story the way they will tell you. If you're not too smart person, you will feel convinced. You feel so convinced that for let you even buy the story. So now the thing and the people they don't help themselves. Government will try that, but if you not the trustworthy driver there, trustworthy people, I bet you a lot of diaspora want to invest on transportation. How much them to carry van them bus there? You go for investors, right? Buy the carry go. Let it run, if you offline and back. But inside 3 months, 4 months, they don't begin to tell you story. Say, my mama died, then I cannot go run this week. I will go from bury now offline at Kamakwe. They're going to tell you all the story there. You just say, we get Mototago, see the story. They will just take out of it. And I don't know, Mommy.
Thank you very much, Fatik. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who call from, please?
I call from Manchester, name Alpha.
Yes, Alpha, you get 3 minutes. So what's your contribution?
My contribution is, before we blame the driver then, because I don't do 10 years transport in Salon. So I get the experience on the streets, and I know the dodgy way they do that in the streets. All them put away the broke law in Salon in general, and a policeman they hold them. Now, they check them all. They put different people in for monitor them. All they put up and they get complimenting inside what they issue from the big people in a police station. You understand? So they need respect the law. Where you hold their eyes, you turn you back, they release them. I don't see no to 1, no to 2, no to 3 because I don't know the field. Sometimes when they blame somebody, ask who side they blame the common. You understand? All them put they broke law and Freetown in general. Now policeman own them. It's not a lie. How different police they check them. When I go tell me say now true or a lie. Now police own the all na streets. Now I make the other people the way they don't see say they do that. Them magnet they listen. They take halfway. You understand? If a policeman get 4 or 5 they broke law, they arrest and the other say come in and me get her. You don't understand say law they in the streets. Now police own them all them they broke law in Freetown. It's not a lie. They take police in our boat, they bring in our Freetown. But they surprise beaucoup policemen in the streets. Now police own the all the streets as alone. So when you go get put on the street, they never expect law. What do they do? They take from Wellington to Congo at a drop. Congo at a body drop. Because they know they able to get exactly access to inside Eastern police. The only Muscari where they allow for them go to Eastern police. The police own them. When I check them all. Then they call different police, then they extend you and they only in a Freetown. Beaucoup policemen go disgrace a Freetown. The all our police cars there. Our policeman they go take compliment to the gig driver. When they hold you, just they call somebody. It don't happen at Camp Junction. Me don't dey at the field, so I know. Before they blame driver, then they check them, put in a Freetown, who they broke law, they arrest, then they suicide the result they come out. Anyone who broke law, they arrest them. If they tell you a policeman get them. So law no dey in the country. Because the police they don't give the driver the complimentary card. Who they only just talk to this officer no more, they release her. How the law they in the street. Now that means I don't get it, I don't in the field, I don't see them. I don't did it more than 10 years, so I know. Now that.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they live on your name and who side the call from, please?
Yeah, good evening, people. I call from USA.
You get 3 minutes, man.
From Australia. Yeah, this is the problem with this constitution. Just let's put on the state. One, not corruption. I mean, one person will influence the government about the government of Sierra Leone. I say yes. Government is responsible, but trust me, 90% of the citizens there. We corrupt. We always talk now about investment, government they make possible, just like what you say, all man get experience. In as much for people that you see in this content and so poor for money capital, not easily $50 for survive. The little way you get, sometimes you even go to your only to it's okay, make a try for empire. Now 10 people themselves, maybe like just invest and they 1,000. Sometimes you don't even plan for any money, just want to see how they go do it. Trust me, that was the way even they survive on $50 for a whole year. By the time you hand over that $1,000 in hand, all kind of excuse that $1,000 in go done inside 1 week now is not valid because it come out from somebody in America. The same incident we talk, I get on the road and I have to get one, just imagine one who trade, like I get a land now, yam farm. So the brother decided to go park this children at the yam farm, but the one they go the place after ready for fence the place. We go on calling Peking, the one that they look the place for. You can imagine triple. This guy is so wicked. You know how you sell the trailer, very expensive. It's sell them by pack. You can't make them cut the same. My brother is sick for stuff. He's going to hospital. It's a let's now selling it's about whole trailer. It's cut the pack. And also go to understand. Una we come on at the Western Road. What's going to own district council they do? Because you see they always please the mayor. I know not get the district council this. Why instead of go try to improve Waterloo itself, they try for like transform Waterloo, like create the mayor to transform Freetown. And you know this is then get lots of rich people there now from then Gorgia or area. They go appears it doesn't develop. Like when they talk about decentralization, not to everything, not somebody why people for the common Waterloo, everything and they can adopt God. Waterloo now one whole city like that we instead go cover all the other areas the under people in Goody, but Alex for just can't sell 500 years capital, putting it for run for Canada of course. People Australians say back again, we don't want for decentralized. Even within the western area, everything is just centered within that small PZ area. Also, again, sometimes the government is free for invest for the Musokadi, just to go to the top. Sometimes they decide to take that Musokadi with the McKinney or Connor or Bo. The same dishonest drivers they again, sometimes they come back again, they mess the Musokadi within that short time with the passenger then. Then if step with them say for join line, if you the passengers, then why all them pass for this cheese? You go see in a line, why they go pretty then they ask you. You go see the drive obey the law, the other person in the car, it can't cut the line, it cut confusion, it creates chaos, so that person may not stand for long. So the point in Sierra Leone is just that we, the citizens, if we're not ready for change, trust me, that country not will change. You have a lot of citizens there who are ready for help. You don't go for help. Everybody now, you get only to come where you go for help, small thing, but when they cooperate, you just say Guinea and they think I have to try to do business with them, and Guinea. They always develop English industry, good here, but yeah, what you want for them, as long as you send the money, it can work out. So that's the point of Australia. We are corrupt until we left corruption and we will not abide in that country that we go before. So me, if we are disciplined, we go for hold the government accountable. As long as we are not disciplined, we can never hold our government accountable. That's not a contradiction.
Thank you very much, Cora. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, I live on here. You name and outside the call from, please.
Nami?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Triple A, thank you very much. This now, man, we're crazy now. This all energy I call every day because I get surgery on me and I need to work. So, me na idle pufuna hours. But anyway,
minutes, sir.
Waiting me they try for talk now is. On how can why how I can express myself about Bombay Street, Bombay Market. Me na Eastern man, and I know how sufferness in that part of the country. But sometimes if I not hold myself, I can almost want to say Sierra Leoneans they deserve what they get. The reason being, we wicked. Ethics not in that country again. They need back for bring ethics in a classroom for the one that win at 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 years old. Let them begin to teach them so that they not can pull it with all the other bad water that we already dirty. Then they don't dirty. I like I don't know how I shift them. They need to shift again. Sierra Leone and then bad. When they complain no more, they blame police them. But you know what the number of police that we Sierra Leone get? Not to be 12,000 they say. How you go get a population of, because the 7 million, 7 million believe, I'm not guarantee if this is past that. How you go get a population of 7 million with 11 or 12,000 police? You expect them to do everything superb? Yes, where we get, I don't know if you know what in the count 1 to 3 or 1 to 5. In hard for the police, they everywhere. Now then part of the world you're holding. Let alone who say you get 12 or 13,000 police for 7 or more million people. The police are not going to police everybody. We therefore bring ethics. How many times now where they stop now a stop sign in the middle of the night? Not because of ticket. You do them because it ethically wrong for make you run a traffic light or for make you run a stop sign. Because beginning they play, you might end up running into somebody. Even though they're afraid for police, but sometimes they do them because of ethics, because of respect for the law. And I make some of we work and even though no money we can film, but some of the laws then whether I was some people, hey America, it is functional. Why you need to go psychomots? Because then laws them good. If they say today that they strip now this one part of the street. You motoka enough for day from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Now in the meter and then at $60. We fool around in 1 month time. What the time return you not pay before you remember that $60 they end up to 1,000. Discipline. We drivers are not disciplined. I remember the time where this fed been communicating between the drivers them and the SLRSA. I don't know if you get that audio day or you get that shot. Me watch them plain na AYV. One of them drivers put owner then they win at the organization. He complained na radio na TV. He talks say, let me elect the past government. The reason being, the past government not been a squeeze them too much because when this government come, they try for make them put a driver then that middle seat. They say that middle seat they can cause too much accident. The way they wouldn't tell and say they're not for put on day. Where they say, well, if they're not put on day, they're not going to get enough money because then could lost money. The guy they complain say one put now they cost 70 million leos. If they straighten the loss them so much, they not say not good, bad what thing and they do. But if this government go according to the law them, it go affect them because they're not going to make money. Can you believe? Even though when don't tell you say it bad, he not say bad. Because if accident happen, it go cause life. He know that. When you say in like the past, because the past not been they not be the bother them. Are you listening to them? Nana radio. So that's just tell you, the area who say me come out from Bombay Street, Mamioko Street, Motono Street, Kado Street, Fobe Road, Kisi Road, the guys and turn them to self-parking ground. Growing up na that side and they now been a residential neighborhood. Anybody who grew up na that area and they from Fobe Road all the way to outside Kashoma Crib in they take on to Cottage, take on to Service Square, take on to Wheel Side. Now the residential neighborhood from David Street, Savage Street, Malta Street. That's now on a parking ground. And not of us in the city now could turn onto parking ground. Now then people here put a driver turn onto parking ground on their own just because they no one go too far. I can understand say one at traffic. Then if they pay then they buy gas, then they pay taxes and stuff. Because if you go take Puda from Kisi Mess or Kisi Shell Company, say the can na Eastern Police, they stop and go Iboku, I understand that. Now that make the city self get for kind side. They need for clear off the road. Because of this, if then guy they run straight no more, they go fast and back. And not visible. The reason we make them maybe themselves they cut half so now because maybe the motor car they can sit on a traffic then 2-3 hours and a gas, and then some go for go pay, to them boss. So if they both side, but we people them they really get forget ethics. The drivers them bad. They not care. Then they turn any side as parking ground. And them bosses business here where they talk. Just so good. What would be small, what be get bus, what them get that bus station? Bus depot be there. We say where bus break down, side the way then they can and go by Blocker Road. Now they fix them. Now this government need for do. We say we then every city now get city maintenance compound. The small city where me they then get their own city maintenance, all the motor car them where they use for maintenance, they city them, then get outside in the maintenance and when they break down. The need for bring that na Freetown. The city need for build a maintenance place. Who side that did in the maintenance, they stop them. Just like them bosses out in the bring. If they not build a maintenance place, then then go quick then Mattis box that would have been bring to the last year during the last government. Now that no more part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Omar. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, people. I'm Alpha Freetown.
I'm Alpha Esther. They'll call you back about 2 sides. I don't know who meets me too safe. But you get 3 minutes, sir.
For the past 3 days, it rained heavily. For the past 3 days, 9 hours. So now rain be heavily. So myself end off for sleep. So sorry for that. Like I'm back on the program. Police for go order. Police go only go order when we as a citizens, we go order, That means we observe the rules. Let's just set an example which happened this morning. This morning I moved from U building for go Ferry Junction for go see a family member. So on the way going, of course I began a private vehicle. The SRA and social safety, they check for license today. Now, you see, but like the private motorcar will be take, of course, not bigger no issue, but the guy they not be understand, they be get for all the driver. After we go, they check the driver, they check the vehicle, everything be intact. Of course, they be good for left wheel. Today, there are beaucoup vehicles today. I can see plenty of them because on license. We don't go spend time, something like 45 minutes now ferry junctions. So on the way coming, the moment we reach to the cemetery, opposite the fuel station and the cemetery, we see just when they go, we just to see the Puda, they come, they reverse. People that they inside, they reverse. And in fact, and the kind where the place be congested, we'll be fortunate because we drive an I4CM, they're in balance. The police that be there behind until left for reverse, they go well inside all. But I go ahead, they all not be really deep, where you people that be there inside. Because it be on license, and if I will even drive, if you see the driver, I know if you feel bad driver. Because you're not dressed like a driver. It just drive like a dress like just liable on the street. Then the people accommodate with run, they not bear again. Then again, police go Olam. So if we don't take order now this country, believe me, police go take order. Because police now for protect with life and property. But we not go left sit down again. Or people way they don't go under the law. They put the law where police at the end of the day. Say police, they blame them. Every day they blame police. But sometimes people let us say the fact, we self as citizens of this country, we get issue. Unless we begin for change, this country will change. Now they talk about parking places or whatsoever, garage. Whether they are not say they would seem the main point in this Freetown also, because Freetown, to be precise, almost outside occupied. So I don't really know how to be, the one that first time, not even this time, first time or 20, 50 years ago, how they really organized Freetown, how Freetown be planned. Because outside, or everybody don't take over, especially the business people. Now, if we say mayor for clear the cities, or if we say government for clear the city, you know what it is? Clive Boku. And then may yourself no one lose in position at the end of the day. The government self no one lose in position at the end of the day. Because we get some such a point in Freetown, now the whole Freetown. When we talk about the PZ, we talk about the Eastern Police, That side, the people like left for said they go almost middle of the street, So if the vehicle, a driver not take the time, can always cause damage or accident, But I not really control, I not really plan. Freetown not plan at all. And we in Africa, this lawlessness, what would they talk about? This, that, I swear to God, Freetown, everything we know how undergo law. So really difficult. So if you change your attitude, police don't cause problem. And this country, first we change your attitude and we make this country. Now we no more get this country. When I say when they other, alhamdulillah, when they really try, 70% of when they really send a good message to winner. But 30% of when I get issue for this country, problem they all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amba Alpha. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side call from, please.
This is George from Boston.
Yes, George, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I want to disagree slightly with the last caller. Say you just want to depend on the people for changing their attitude. That's not going to happen. If even in the States, if you say people in the traffic, they follow traffic law, they obey traffic law because of the consequences. Because we know, say, police can do at any time, at any place, and if you break the rule, you get caught. You get tickets, and after a certain amount of tickets, you go court, and they go suspend your license. So there's a real life consequences to pay. So if you say they depend on the citizen for change in attitude, it's not going to happen. When you enforce the law, then the people will change, their attitude will change because there are consequences. So this last time I go salon, my God. So every time I go salon, there's really, I'm in quandary because one, the one way they say they sabi drive. But what did they drive? It's like I'm more anxious than when they drive. But then when they drive, is that then I'm anxious again because the people that didn't follow the traffic rules. It's like nobody follow traffic rules. When you drive now New York now, you drive any side. But salon is a whole different level. Now next, I think we're gonna one club at the kind of net. It was so dark. To the point I was like, I regret. I said, why I even can't take the wheels now? Because in our net, some people they just pass before Mutkalek, with that carelessness. They don't even care for their own life. I'm like, who does that? And then you factor in the Okada there. Yeah, you see the motorcycles then they follow traffic rules them. Then but the Okada there, they don't even care. They just zigzag in between. So if they're not, they have to enforce the rules where it's Okada for a certain area, Motka for a certain area, they don't cross a certain boundary. But another thing too, AAA, we get some Motka and we're not supposed to be in the street. You cannot be on the street because you have to pass inspection. How many times you don't see every day in a salon, Motoka they deploy, people they push Motoka in the middle of the highway. That alone, in an already congested atmosphere, it can make it even more. And so, man, the motor don't stop, so you don't even care. You don't even care whether they block traffic or not block traffic. If you not get somebody to push your motor, now all this is on day. So they can just pass the other people inside the other car then for their own self-interest. They can't pull out motor come on a road. So if you don't have these rules, if you don't condemn, you can't say this is a political business. No, public safety is paramount. Public safety is paramount past anything. So if motor car not there in good condition, it's entirely spoiled, entirely not good, they shouldn't be on the road because those are hazards. You know, they go some man in break not the work safe. You know, they can go bank somebody, you don't get insurance. All that things. I mean, so you have to put things in place. You just can't depend on the attitude of the people who say, oh, they get for change your attitude. No. You they change your attitude by enforcing the law. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Judge. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, I need to talk to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. People, they don't say this before. I'll just be repeating, you know. People in the talk say Freetown, congested, this, that, whatnot. But since we get independence, the governments of another country, they not get vision. They are not visionaries. Because they don't build up their other districts and areas then way before contain the mass exodus to Freetown. Because I'm not saying it is the way somebody, like take Waterloo for example, we will get everything we need in Waterloo, good schools, hospitals, good roads, you know, and economy buoyant. You know, go left, you can look for market na Freetown. Same with the other district there. But because of the lack of vision by these people, we don't run this country from after independence. That makes Salon they suffer, what they suffer so today. You know? And where the guy they talk, I think it was Mike or so, talk about the police. The police need to today. The police come into being. Police don't do since independence, but the same pattern, you know. And for we and those who they say Sierra Leone will rise again, yeah, we hope for Sierra Leone to rise again. But if they not put into action plans and policies and implementation, way from make that country they rise again, you know, it's just a pipe dream. We will do the same thing next year again. At the same time, we will talk about next year again. This thing we talk about so today, we don't talk about a couple of maybe weeks or months ago. We just let them recycle. At the same thing, you know. So the authorities they need to put their foot to the pedal and push the other country we go before. What's my contribution?
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good day to everyone. So this is Kemokai, they call from Australia.
Yes, Kemokai.
Sorry, not job at this.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. What I try to tell you, this traffic rules in a salon, or what you say, you know, the three parties there. One to the government, to the citizen, and to the police. This go now fit on AAA. Could you imagine? Me don't then I'll say how many years. Me them is small brother there, and I don't take license for them, this and that. Me don't go. We don't come on a Papa Clef, they go now number 2 beach. So I say, let me drive. So now I drive, we go. What they do, they talk about me, they say, me not sabi drive. I say, me not sabi drive. Because me, they take me time for drive, you know. Some man, they can't cut before me, some man, they, you know, they blow on the money, what you say, and they take me time for drive. So they can argue one of the car, they drive. If you see there about how they drive, I say, man, not so. They say, whatever, that police will sabi then. I say, you get for taking time or not to police them, live them inside this Motkaya. So the implementation of the law, they get for enforce the law. Here Australia, we say enough for park. If you park now, yes, $80. $80. Me go park my car then they say one side. Wait, I don't know if parking for park day or not, you know for park day. They can't give me ticket, $80. That ticket now go to where I go to the guys here for pay. I appeal, I beg them, but I still pay. You know, the law and the citizens in the back come to the police then. You know, everything they upside down on a salon. Me you talk down there, Papa. Thank you. Let God bless you now.
All right, thank you very much, Kemokai. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yes, caller, you there live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Arasa, the call from Australia.
Yes, I'm here 3 minutes, sir. What's your contribution?
Yeah, the contribution, about the driver and the police. We, the passenger, then get problem, and the police themselves get problem. Me, I don't do transport not on. When you get a rightful driver or puda, 6 months to 7 months, the money don't come out. Not to tell what they tell you, so I don't do transport not on land driving. One thing where we for try for implement now, where people they talk about, one like where we did in a country, before you go land for driving, for do a learner test, you get a learner permit, you learn the driving. Then before you get the license, you for go for a test. I think we get anything that they doing Momo in time, APC time, during the internet, the will be small,
It's still there according to the
it's still there, but people and they bypass the system. If you know people, somebody with the road transport, you just give you passport picture, then go take and they can't give you. And some man they drive here and they not even get license from day one. And one thing again, where the system not there, and then they for try for put up. They get some motorcar then where they run. Me, I don't see not of person that they say. Like so, if me get 2 motorcar or 4 motorcar, this motorcar registration don't expire. Then they remove the number plate, put them on the other. And car will be say no registered and go on up. Then thing and they all they happen. I want transport and right now for buy truck, where you know the rightful driver. This driver why are they telling you for way I want buy poda and tell me say no one poda right now. Now to work with the bills and son. And a man who know from the 10 was small. And when you do buy a car, you for know the driver. One, then you again when you buy the van, you forget a mechanic cash where the motor break down, inside them for clear and go make. But if you left and get the driver, where you be saying no, then get some driver then we then get motor then get 4, 5, 7 guy friend them. Then get for satisfy all the one in the you understand? Aritinandi. Yeah, that's my contribution. Yeah,
thank you very much, Kola. Thank you, sir.
Transport get money anyway, I not tell you like. They get money. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Yes, caller, you're live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, Triple A. And I'm Abdullah Bimara. I come from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, really what I want to say to this, like how the policeman say. You know, this not a responsibility for police no more. At least the drivers union, the driver there. Even the Sierra Leone Road Authority, they all get a big role for playing to this. Not even the government, we know say they get role, but then and they be the key, and therefore start the role. You know, this transport business na salon. Not today we get the problem of transport business na salon. At any time, transport price they change because of something, or they change because of this, because of that. Even in the provinces, not only Freetown. It happen inside the provinces. And this we get for understand. But this way don't start so now Watalo, now a good one. But for we self don't see this time of coronavirus, then kind people then they wait they in that can line day, they team up in a line day. Some are not even wearing masks good. You know, the need for organize something else, the need for put something else in place. Because they never tell the people that say social distance. If they tell person where they can't take bus now money, where they go do a work or where get emergency in picking the day where they're hungry, they wait for her. We don't go do it small business now for while return back home. They get for team up now line. They really need for taking action. We know that yes, they try for put things in order, but this now a great responsibility they need for taking action with. If they really want to solve the problem once and for all, they need for involve everybody. Everybody need for involve, including the government. Transportation business na salon not of Freetown no more. We get a problem of transportation. We brother then are there small one that they take, they do transportation. So many of them they get accident, they die on the road. If we get a good quality transportation, all these things no they happen. Person know they go to map na line, they say they wait for bus for make you go Freetown. That's a million contributions at AAA for this night really.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
This now Adama, they call from New York.
You get 3 minutes, man.
Yes, AAA. Now, question you want to ask. That one now for everybody. What are the rules and the regulations when it comes to traffic accidents in that country there? You know, a few days ago, I almost lost one of my family members. They go upline and the taxi driver, he come and cross in front of him. The car was total. Because when we see that car there, I say, Lord have mercy. And you know for say, that man they run away, the taxi man run away. And what did they do with me cousin? Now they fix the car. So the question, the reason why they give me cousin was, well, because they don't run away, we don't know who side they, and not to in motorcar. So now they fix them. So I can just imagine that man for just killed that family member for nothing. There's no rules and regulations. Okay, everybody like when they go upline one time. That time they therefore take public transportation because I know I wait for the kids when they drive me. Every checkpoint where we go, they look, they just waste time. Finally, because the driver don't give them something, they will pass. So I asked the driver, I said, what is all about? I said, oh mama, this country, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so this everybody talk about this, I just listen. This is very, very important. AAA, because first of all, there are some drivers that they don't have no respect. They don't have no will of which word can I use? Okay, they have no respect for life. They are so rough. Okay, they drive any kind of way, and when you say something, they want to insult you. So that's not the question where I don't put out there. I just want to know because in this part of the world, in this country here, okay. If somebody wrong you, okay, even though that person not get insurance, somehow you will get somebody go for fix your car. Okay, somehow they will come out with some kind of thing to fix your car. Because how somebody wrong you, then you go pay for your car for fixing. I never heard of it. That's the first time women I don't go through this through my own family member, and I tell God that nothing not happened to this Maya. Now that's what I want. That's a meal for today, Triple. I just want to ask that question. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Adama. Thank you.
No.
Yeah. I think on that area, we Adama they talk now based on the insurance policy, because even in the West, you get what they call liability, you get what they call full coverage, and you even get what they call insured against uninsured. You dey insure against person wey no insure in case that person they can bang you, so that your insurance will fix your car. There is insurance in Sierra Leone. Sometimes we carry then they talk about the third party liability, the full coverage and all them things. But I think that's the me on take-home. I feel say insurance in Sierra Leone a scheme. That's what me feel. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. And your contribution at the Alu Sciences are the call from London.
Yes, Alu Sciences, you get 3 minutes, sir.
My own contribution at the program. Now that this problem about the transport system in Sierra Leone, believe you me, this the day between the police and the driver, the SSF. Would they blame the police and would they blame the drivers them? The police them believe me, go check. Anybody when you run transport in Sierra Leone, you get for Gito police. Anybody, me, I don't want transport in a Sierra Leone. I know what the driver they tell me. Every day you get forget your police. Why? Now corruption. The drivers they say because of this, then I get tax way, I get for see to this. So me say I get for run for I will cover up. Now this night they happen. Don't face the facts. Now this night they happen at that country. Anti-corruption will get anti-corruption need for look at. Believe me, anti-corruption need for play a great part for look at them there. But instead of chasing the big guns them, the big fish them, they chase teachers. I was once a teacher. Anti-corruption don't they chase teachers them? No. Chase the big guns. Anti-corruption are there for kind side. Believe you me, Tripoli, the whole truth about it, the police and the drivers them. Now they don't make transportation system very difficult in Sierra Leone. I'm telling you, me, I don't run transport in Sierra Leone. These are the facts. The police, if they want transport, believe you me, police, them for each day. Them for each day. Why? Why? Corruption. Complete corruption.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm your contribution.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello, AAA. How are you?
Good.
Albert calling from Spring, Texas.
Yes, Albert, you get 3 minutes. What's your contribution?
Okay, my contribution, first and foremost, I want to say bravo to the police for the initiative they come up with. I hope they continue with that because lawlessness needs for be fought in all angles. Why I say that as somebody who they teach criminal justice, a criminal justice professional or expert, they teach policing and everything. So I know I can relate to these officers over there. Then last December when I go turn, speaking about lawlessness, these drivers, my own driver, so if they drive me, so if now Wilkinson Road, if one use the wrong way, I tell her, I say, no, use the correct way. I don't know if it want please me or whatever. But being that, being a criminal justice professional or expert, then also a staff sergeant in the United States Army, I tell her, I say, no, go the right way. Right is right. And anytime one deviates, I get for tell her, I say, no. Where are they in a state? Are they abide by the laws? So where are they? I get for abide by the laws. Because they go hold me accountable. They go say, oh, you a staff sergeant in the United States Army or a criminal justice professional or a criminal justice lecturer, then you know they obey the law. I said, no, we get for obey the law. So yes, lawlessness, they need for fight lawlessness in all angles, these drivers. So that's my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Albert. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. This is what you may think about this whole situation. The government of Sierra Leone, through the Road Transportation Authority, then get a part for play. Then get a part for play. Then get big part for play. Because we own experience them, now they make some of we not invest in transportation. It's difficult forget one or two poda or one or two bus they own and everything goes smoothly. You go say, yes, people in the way run transport in a salon and they make them out of it like the likes of Abbas, the likes of Milian and all those. But watch, most of them are in the provinces than they run. But for town service in Freetown, from the western rural area to inside the western urban and all those things, easy for run transport for you. Forget 5 poda 10 buses for see they run them inside Freetown and everything run smoothly. It's not easy. I not say possible. It's possible but it's not an easy fight as compared to the one them we go say then they run other provinces. So now we need the government of Sierra Leone for stepping. Just like how they don't see them 400 buses, then they come. Because people are suffering. People are suffering. East, west, then they suffer. Why I say suffer? I mean suffer. We all know that. When they say rush hour, go to Eastern Police. See how people, you not even funny safe. You not funny. Go Upgun, go Klein Town. Go Circular Road. Make you see. And our government now go able because that part until there is a proper system in place where you be able for check up on driver before you hire them. You be able to check up on driver before you hire. There is a system in place. You get some driving record. You check them. You say, oh, this person, no, and so and so, so and so. But without that, right now, it go hard for we for invest. Because of we past experience them. So now that one day to the government of Sierra Leone. Now to Salone Police. I know say, you ask Salone Police right now, then go deny flat down. Flat down. Then go deny and say, they know they take bribe. But me, you, and every driver knows say then they take bribe. I see somebody they comment say, oh, will you get everything correct? I like you get everything correct. I like you get everything correct. As long as you're not commercial. I'm not talking about private too. That break they don't break you so they put their hand up, then pull you in a corner. I know the time where they can get like all the bosses, the more than they say, like the senior officers them, where then they say on the spot check. That's not what I'm talking about. And they talk about the injunction, the wooden police, then they team up. Now then they talk about. As long as they don't extend the hand up, they don't make sure, they don't divert you, say make you back. Trust me, you got to do something. One thing go lead to another way, go lead to another way, go lead to another way. If you end up in a police station, well, I ain't that. I ain't that. So because the drivers, they know say if we go to a police station, that one they can money, and I know I empty all my passengers them, and they perform to police. So now I make even the drivers don't even get respect for police. They don't get respect for police. What thing you mean say you get for book to police? You get for book to police. It's not to lie. It is true. Me, Tripoli, I dey talk and I say na true. Make I not even talk. Lord left and day. But na true. And the head then at the police then gets the envelope them. Then go say na lie. Me, they tell una say na true. Because that's something where I don't be in the presence, where I don't work out with person, where na big person na police, where they gonna, if we see on Sunday, where they drive, Tego Masheka. Where they drive Tego Masheka. All the police checkpoints and where did they go and collect all in envelopes there. All. So Salone Police, from the top, they know it's true. They know say not true. That one they know you need to take them from them. So them man the way they na traffic. They want the way they na traffic. If you where that boss man they can do in rounds for make you collect the envelope there, you not perform. Now then they pull you. Policeman rather be in traffic than they any other side, any other duty. Then prefer for them na traffic. Because na traffic na they money dey. Because if you go to a station, it says nothing already. But where they not traffic? Like whether other call say, oh, the police then now then get the poda them. No. Yes, some, but not to all. This is how it works. Because of how corruption is in a salon, when you get your motorcar, you they hand over to police. You, as long as you sabi the police, they say, bra, and the motorcar in this. It ain't a yuan. So every week, that police they get in quota. Not to say, even the bike them, although pan bike, most of them Okada then, na police get it. Most of them. A police gets there. But, then they back na same thing. If you know police, you they hand over the bike to the police. But at the end of the week, you get for the give the police an envelope. At the end of the week, you get for give police an envelope. If you get taxi, if you get poda, you they hand over to them. So if the driver go through anything, you just say, na so and so in motoka. You call Ambra, na NDC talk, you say, come with A, na mi motoka, then they have for do this and that, then charm the talk. That's it. And this is true. Salon police go tell you, say, not to true. But we all know, say, not true. As long as then they deny the fact about these things, then they make this thing, they continue over and over and over and over again. Because then they say, not true, we may you know say, not true. That now for salon police. They need for step up. That syndicates they, I don't know how they get for stop them. And if we check good one, that 300, what they say them pull common at it. If we check good, sometimes at the one day we know they perform. Where the boss man and they can do the rounds and the roll call. Sometimes at the one they only they perform, now they don't pull so. If we check good one, because they want the way go they perform, where boss man they come for your envelope, they not go pull her. They not go pull her. That's not for salon police. Make we counter the drivers. There's no integrity. Then they lie. Then they do the... I don't know if... There is one thing first. Now, salon driver, and I ain't go tell you, say, oh, me bra don't go buy motocar for me. That's exactly. Where that one day... Enough for be a bad statement, because if na you property, that's something where you go care like your own and take good care of them. So that statement is not for be a bad statement, but however, even though they tell you say me bra don't buy motocar for me, or me bra just give me motocar, on the context, we go show say, even the money where you go, they expect for get. Now you go end up to. We be say, if he all am like in yun, he all am like in yun, he go eat there, everybody go eat, and that's fine. I not say there are no good drivers in Sierra Leone where they run commercial transport. But if we say they do survey now, maybe out of 100, now you go find one, or out of 200 before you find one. And this is based on we all experience them where we don't get with drivers them. Now based on that, and because they know say the police, they can find a way around the police and everything. Even when the president of Motor Drivers Union, they talk say, oh, then they find then they clamp them, motorcar them, then they this, then they that, which is true. But all I want to now for instill discipline on them. But even at that, it is not working. It is not working. You know what to do? Because conflict today. We get two people na the road, where they enforce almost the same thing. Traffic warden, when he meets you, now forgive you tickets. Police, no, they give tickets. Where police in all you, they arrest you. You don't see the two difference? But and for the same offenses, as long as the traffic offense, traffic warden go give you tickets. Police go arrest you. So now make you feel, say, the drivers them prefer the police side. And they then prefer, because when police arrest, they no say, then go arrange them. But traffic warden always see the right for that ticket, it don't done. And we see they don't put them clamp for the motorcar, it don't done. Traffic warden not the pull clamp. That clamp they made them test in 1 week, but made them give police. Just 1 week, make them give police the clamp for going clamp motorcar. Make you see if revenue go come inside, like how traffic warden, then they make revenue out of clamping. Even though it's very difficult for drive inside the central business district area na Freetown. Difficult. Because parking now one way na trouble. Like me, Tripoli. And if you see I go inside town, I reach Eastern Police, I go Fenway for park na New Walsh. That if I pass that upgone area come. But if na round I pass, Regent, one of them side streets, Percival, Wellington streets, the one day, now they are the park. I take keke, I take taxi, do all waiting that they do inside. So while I return back, I go back to the car, then I drive go. Because the hustle for get side for park, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So the complaint of the president for the drivers union say, now take Kissy Road as an example. Say then go clamp Motukana Kissy Road because it broke down. And when you actually, Kissy Road is, even for two Motoka Kissy Road small. The incoming and outgoing, that two they no more safe, that two traffic they is small, Kissy Road small for her. Let alone. You can't say again, for and a day they meet the if Poda day before you, we empty where you don't suffer. Because a one peak reach if taxi day before you we empty where you don't suffer. Because I say they go and honk you on the look. I like person they up if let me say na Eastern Street reach, they up. And I say you know what? Because even if you park, who say you get for pass? So the traffic situation safe na just that for Road and Kissy Road enough funny. Where sometimes they make you go past long road, burn a lot of gas like we where they go more Watalo. Pass Regent all the way because no more you're afraid say you're gonna be caught up. You're afraid say you're gonna be caught up. And when they say even them, not even try. Say you they come for campus up gone. You they come for pass up gone. Yeah. Because then I don't know, cement and flour. You get into cook we're not even roadworthy. They're not roadworthy at all. From the port, from down the quay. Well, then they can't, yanda first and they block her. So if you know, you just use the old road, you pass on the old road, say you come, if you know your way around, Campbell Shell Company. Or Sunday, if you just continue Wellington, till reach Calbaton. Just forget about that new road today. Just forget about the new road because it's not even easy. And the way of driving, look and corner yanda. Look at Ledon Kona yanda. It is sleep. The way of driving. So it's not even I use this new road. At one time, when they do that new road, even that one they safe, you know what thing? Something is wrong with us. I'm telling you. Something is definitely wrong with us in Sierra Leone. What do you make us say so? Then get this new road where then they walk on. We rush our reach by mountain court. For campus Upgun. Then get the new road there. For campus Upgun mountain court. For Christ's sake. We rush our reach, the workers then cannot walk down. They're supposed for left that place they opened, and then so come because it's dusty. They're supposed for left and open for able to ease the traffic where they come out that circular road end up the hill bypass road end, you know, by Albert Academy end. They're supposed for open them so that it go ease the traffic for Kisi Road. Now one great I get locked for past day. You go big not to say anything they go no, then blocker no more. Then blocker. The workers they don't walk down. Yes, we can understand. But because of how the traffic day, una for left farm open if na 1 hour, 2 hour, make people them pass so that the traffic go ease on people. But we reach end first. Before, if, let me say you want to go to Mountain Court, you go take end pass because everybody then they try for big. Then they try for big. If some people see the lady will go there or the boy will go there, you get a small thing, they open for people before make they don't lock back. Like, hey, daddy God. Because who do I blame? The people in authority. Because if you not say that traffic there is so tense and this road, not for saying not motorable, it is motorable. It is motorable. Una left window make the user so that the rush hour they no say, okay, we will not get nothing down that Kisi Road end. Before we go past all the way agent, we can just pass here. Because sometimes the college road safe, look ayanda. It's not even easy to drive on because the pothole lembo kute. Imagine hill don't get pothole. Hill and get pothole. The IMAT road 30 day ide pa construction. Yanda say the traffic code de timapianda. So this traffic, now they make them drive and then they complain, see, then they run halfway. That is not, it don't make sense because you they cheat the passengers then. You they cheat the passengers then. But again, the police they, no they help either. They not they help. Waiting police before we they see say when traffic day, you they see police where it they go fend outside that traffic day for clear am. It they work for how many times you don't go salon, you see where traffic block, then you spot a police officer where they fight for clear that traffic day. How many times? How many? Because what you do, they don't normalize traffic during rush hour. Traffic during rush hour, you don't normalize na Freetown. It is. If you say you want pass God Rich Street, by the time reach library first, how you want pass? You want to come by post office, come up, say you want can join library and for come you know easy stuff. Sometimes you get what they call people always be where they around any area say they're out the traffic there and it clear, watch for me ba. You will say, oh yeah, rush hour everywhere traffic there. That's true. But my dear, the one way we get, because Leone, he own in a papa. Not to papa say in a grandpa, he not to grandpa say in a great grandpa. Because you're way stuck, eh? I don't know if you want to come out Wilkins Road now, if you want to come out Spur then do. Me, I don't stuck here for almost 2 hours. Bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper for almost 2 hours. And we all know. Well, I talk so, Salon. The police, the drivers, the government, everything, based on we experience them. I just give you one gist now. Also, for go. Now run bow and back. And like the other time, I began to ask I think there's a police officer, a beach road, stop me. And they ask for spare tire, oil puller. Then I ask him, I say, no disrespect. I say, but you see the license plate, now the car, he say yes. I say, you know, say, now brand new license plate, right? He say yes. I say, so, how you feel, say, this car go get this license plate, and all in way they ask also, they cannot get them. He say, oh, well, I just check what they do and whatever. I say, okay. Ask for driver's license again. Eh? Again, driver's license. He say, he want to see fire extinguisher. He want to see the wheel puller. He want to see the jack. That's waste of time. Trust me. A waste of time. That engagement there with police and driver. Now they born corruption. That's what me think. I might be wrong. But that engagement for make police can ask you, Santa say, put your light on. Put your headlight on. Make you signal. You turn signals them. Mash you brake, make us you brake light. Make us you wheel puller. That engagement, and they breed corruption as alone. That's what I feel. Because if the police then they do their job correctly, it's easy to, when it come, they will not get light. Who the left way no go salon it we don't see Motokana road. I have a lot of pictures and videos on my phone. A lot on my phone. I get her. Where you they see this motor you say, who say pass? Maybe when I go just pass checkpoint. I they pass back. But you kind spot on, then still they break you. Waiting though. I see Dave Katie they ask about the Juba Bridge. That one they have to work on it. You get this one where you for come you take by golf club. That would for Campus Juba. Both how for join the traffic, they have a lot to do. If not, I doubt how many accidents go to happen yonder. Because if you say you come out Juba, you can't join by golf club, there is no way for it's not safe for enter the traffic for kinda join the road. And the same thing for come out by golf club, they say can join Juba, it's not safe for enter the Juba traffic. They not do justice yonder. They need to work on that. They go make you the one that back say, who are these people? Not for just make the bridge no more this and that. Oh yes, the bridge is there and yes, I use them 1 or 2 times. I'm like, it's not even safe. For join the traffic, now they the problem day. or join the traffic. All we want are the best. And the best. Now we want. Because if we say we want to talk about the trucks them, where they carry the container them. If we say we want to talk about the woody lorry, if we say we want to talk about then truck where they can put then timber them. Those ones, I don't even know. I remember, was it 2017? I engaged the SLRSA boss. I do a tour and all the stakeholders that we did there, I engaged them. And I asked them, say, look, SLRSA officer, from Upgun to Clienttown, now they container lorries here they park. Right in front of them. I did at the park. Then they are not roadworthy. They are not. But they still carry container. They still carry container in front of their eyes. And that's another thing about Sierra Leone. We get some of the African countries them. Certain year, then they ban say this motorcar not the kind of the country again. Then guess I think 10 years, any carried on all more than 10 years, they know they allow them inside the country. Which is a good thing. But not for we Sierra Leone. Because Sierra Leone, what you car in new, now the more they charge you more. What you car old, then charge you less. In other countries, the newer the car, in African countries, that's what I'm saying. The newer the car, the less then they charge you now the port for clear. But Salon are the other way. So now I make you feel, say, some people, they go for the most oldest motorcar. Sometimes they don't buy the motorcar £200 or €200 or $500. We go Salon, and they still charge you almost. Because the cheapest now for clear car in a salon is almost $1,000. It's almost $1,000 for clear car and salon. I'm not talking about SUV. Because SUV in there about $2,000 now. $2,000 now. Now so it cost. Eh? The newer the car, the more. Me, I get Tibule, it's in the way you not go see a salon. I get a Morano na salon right now. I think himself he did next na the list for sale. Because that's another thing in Sierra Leone for do transportation business based on the mechanics. The mechanic then as a they know they upgrade. They know they upgrade at all. That thing we then I go tell you say this motorcar na ain't fine. One thing for sure they know like na American car. As you say American car, they say no. We don't want American motorcar. Na Japanese motorcar they want Toyota, Nissan, and they want and they or Mercedes Benz. Then old type, not all the new type, and all the time they talk so, now the old type of them. Now the old type of them. I don't know what the left one or don't change pada motokadi. Then go say, Mr. Seven knows I've been motoka, and I made a challenge and I was say, no, not to Hamburg for the motoka. I don't change literally everything. The same problem with the motorcar. The problem is just that they relax. It's not just they change no more waiting no concern me. Not just they change. Waiting no concern me. Because me, the problem was I see don't I also. I know they change for nobody. Waiting left. So the mechanic them back, When you get small problem, they want to cheat. There is no integrity. It is just one thing after the other, man. I think we need system in place. We need system in place. If not, all this go back and forth back, even to the government first. Go, I don't know, maybe they don't clear yesterday. Because you believe, they see them mutka, they wouldn't pack the boku. Even road transport, you go in, not road transport, road safety authority, go inside the boku government mutka, them pack the, go na then government hospital them. The one in the provinces. Go see how much government mutuka them pack inside there. Go na then government offices than at the provinces. Go see how much government mutuka them pack there. Go see. Boku. Because maintenance. We go come for maintain na problem. For maintain na problem. Say, like me, I like one salon, which I don't use Naya care goodie. 3,000 miles or 3 months, oil for change. Then you then get for deep the stick, then pull out a black, then put on at the hand and touch her, see the thickness. I say, my dear, not to so. Not to so. So, even that maintenance culture, now make we need vocational institute. We go train people them for work on cars. We go train people them for work on cars. If not, I saw no more. Now make go. Who streets they will not get broken to Canal Road? Who streets they will not get her? Not that those people that have those cars want it right there. No, they don't want her because the money themselves pay. And mechanic back in there, they tell you say no sabi o. They tell you say no sabi. You go get for land the hard way. After I don't pour land on. I mean, we need, so salon problem is all interconnected. Look how we begin, look how we end. Because if we get proper institutes, we will teach mechanics them for everything. I talk now about by TV mechanic, I talk about this, about that. Hey, Daddy God, Tripoli. Mistake talk about TV mechanic. Now, I don't talk and I say me TV go off na salon due to NPA, them bad lights. And now the 2019 Samsung Curve model. I think after that experience, it's sad. Say now, me they think say, even if I want to buy something for salon, I've offended something that is common. I've offended something very common. Because the mechanic first, I tell him plain say, this TV is not going anywhere. But before in the cam, I don't already go on YouTube. Trust YouTube now. I don't go on YouTube. I don't able see, say, even myself can able do them. I just need for get the right part. So he come. I left and first make a see what they do. For open them, it don't sweat, it don't come because they have a tool for that. I don't say this people they go, even though it's all good now, but I will get for buy the tool. Just in case. They have a tool for that. The tool, okay, we will say because now latest model they not get them. Fine. Prime them open and everything. We open now. It begin with time they like and they look in the part doing me and they watch the video on YouTube. I put headphone making noise. We don't now say okay, you know it in. I say just left them. Nice, I go this board. I go check the board and everything. Like come on begin with it up now say left them. I not think it all reach junction for take transport. I don't go online, I don't order. I order him. He come, he reach me in a salon, I test. It was the wrong one. Say, okay. So the next thing I do, I just order the entire parts them with the inside. Now 2 panel begin. I order the 2 panel them. Without the mechanic again, I order the 2 panel them. Gotta make the 2 panel them come. Where I test, it work perfect. So I even get now spare. I don't need. It work perfect. I still am. Then I call him. I say the TV don't work. Oh, remember, I be tell you saying, man, please. Again, I not blame them because internet back, we don't know how all the little things here, who they feel say, na luxury, not to luxury. Because now out of the YouTube, na able see how for do am. Na able see. Why see now when the mechanic ain't not even sabi. Me just order part, where the parts come, I put them the thing work, I put them back, and that's it. That's it. Because before the other part will be order, if the waiting self not work with the remote, and then waiting self remote I begin say, oh, you want begin, I may don't go online, I don't watch, I don't say, I'm like, you know, we're not even gonna have that conversation anymore. I me still am back fine, I put my TV team up. But if they get an institution, we're going to teach these people, not to 1, not to 2, not to 3, not to 4. Because technology, they advance. They advance, and also salon day. I don't call the office in name. The computer is not even working. The lady Timabi they make lie. They make lie like say they do something. Trust me. Salone. But maintenance go able help forget a proper transportation system na salon. Maintenance culture. One thing I give them props for, now for waking up morning and check if the motorcar get water, who's the oil level day. Then you need to take them from them. You need to take them from them. Now on the first thing we see driver kind of open the hood. Now for begin check. Begin check, okay, everything. So water now they put water. You can just a smile you watch there. And you know who sabi. You don't go to government building them. You don't go to government building them. Maintenance culture there. So difficult. Same as how they treat the motorcar there. Now I make every administration when can feel say they need new motorcar. And these people, na brand new motorcar than they buy you. What of us say, na kind like we say for they buy use. What they buy use, we go use and say. But though they buy brand new, na ain't know the last na the hand. Because they go see one kind of road so. And I say motorcar they want go na the provinces with, who side they not say, one mammy they will be don't say, they not go turn nobody, na the tongue. And I like the older bad, then they drive and take go inside it so that I'm amigo see they arrive. We have a lot to do for make Salon a better country. So government, drivers, passengers, you hear that other passengers say, no more. Then can say, then they go inside the motorcar. With the apprentice, when they say halfway, they're not grippy. But at the end of the day, then they afraid of that police. Even though not the right to, then they afraid police. I know I can't say everything Donald Trump say. Say it is what it is. It is what it is. so. But we'll go still they talk. We'll go still they talk. So they no go say they no be no. We be don't talk today. So they want they no ever say they no know. We they talk now, so they way back goes no go say they no be no. We go talk tomorrow, so they want they back no go say they no be no. All we want, just the basic. And they look at Ghana. You get some YouTubers that they watch. The Uber they run the. Uber they Ghana. Uber, you would go take Uber in a salon. You can't kiss you for so you don't knock us out about traffic. Even they own Poda, don't forget how they call them. They need to choke and they need to change the chairs them inside it. We now then get for change the chairs the way they inside the waiting do. You don't ever think waiting do? When maybe they change the chairs them so that they go put more. Because when you don't buy, you get for clear now the ports, you get for pull out all the cost, get for add. Then you meet up the kind driver now. So instead of you say this motorcar, I go run am for 3-4 years, a lifespan, I go don't pull me money. You want run am for 1 year. Because if you see you not pulling money that day, you won't again. It's not even comfortable. Me, I don't take Okada, I don't take public transport. So that's why I know what people and they suffer for. Now what's low? Because I don't take Poda they not to 1 not to 2. If you want come out na morning, you have to leave before 7 o'clock. Sometimes even before 6 in the morning. Before 6 in the morning. Now you get for come on. Because by 7, 8, you don't turn rush hour. Everybody want to go to school picking then they under, office workers then they under, everybody they under. You're the one that say, wait to Waterloo, not far from Freetown. Waterloo now in the district headquarters for the rural areas. We're able to forget good things them going there. Tripoli. Yeah. You know, it's good where I can always tell people say, I like going to Sierra Leone because I dey talk how I experience things in Salon. Based on my own experience, that's what I dey talk now. Not to for say I dey can't say na so they say no. I go at Waterloo market. Yes, me I dey go market if you not be no. I go to the market. Me na boss we like goat meat. Imagine the entire Waterloo market. They say na one green person and they sell goat. I think get police case with the person will be the and the goat. Now I not sell goat again. What do I end up do? Me I be end up now. I go buy one old goat. I kill her. I keep them for myself. So anytime I feel for goat meat, it then I'm in freezer. And from that time, they not go ever tell me again, say the person not there. That's what I do. The first week where they go. And also me, you can't now make offend me. For say, this man, you can always get goat in the freezer. But that's exactly what I do. Because I know say my own house are there, already, I go buy me fish. Sometimes I can just buy one carton I put her. Or sometimes I go buy me 8 give me no more. But I miss say they go na market. Yes. I say today, fruits that they go buy, You go. So now I can work out, but for turn back. Not cable. I will take Okada. So not to foresee things they know they do, but you go find out back says there are some things that they were even cheaper. But people don't like to shop there. Then just get this mentality for going at home. And get the mentality for going at home. If you go at Talo Market now, you ask the one the way they sell there, who side then come out, at the neighboring towns then they then come out. You go to off court, you go find out, you go find people and the way they sell the way they Watalo. You don't see? But we really need for decentralized in every aspect in Sierra Leone. We need them for decentralized. No, God, in street thing, forget about it. The traders and then get under. I was so surprised, say, guys in street road in street, for go boss by East Street, road not did it. For car, because now the traders in did it. One old street. How they end up do that one, they now know sabi, maybe they go send that they tell them they make Victoria Park, then take an entire, the streets they force you not do for we. You not do for we. No, that one day, we don't left and give them. That one for charge more because you know somebody from the diaspora, you don't left and give them. We don't left. Nayanda, I seen a salon. No, I need for try come out here. They tell me do so now. I get this last one. Nayanda, me don't see na salon. We go buy a rope for the well, for borehole. We go buy him. I left the driver, make him go talk. The driver go. He go talk. The woman, they insist, say no to the driver I want to talk to. He say, na me I want to talk to. Never they tell him, say, no, na me come by night, say no to you. He say, na that JC, the way to map yanda. And the driver begin laugh, say, who that tell you say na JC? Then the night say, then the way to map yanda. So, na JC. Now the child begin know what they look for. He say, one, you not see him lip. He say, you not see him palm. Now he say, make a give me hand. I give me hand. Now he tell the driver, make the driver up here and the driver up here. Now he say, see, what the two palm then different. Now so they take know them. He say, don't, they out and they smell. That's the time I get for asking him. I say, so why? So if you want to talk to, why you want overcharge? I say, why you want overcharge? I say, no, now they no more go able to go small thing from Una. I say, but that's wrong. Then they wrong. But, then they own, even the government safe, and they think say people then in the diaspora get money before I say now they want them at the market. So like they ask say if I don't take them on the road, do they still exist? By Elk Street. They move on the road for go New England. Then VW them. Then all one the Volkswagen. Then all one the way, my God. They still there. I go make the camera go work on that corner there. Now see if they move on the road then still there. Hey, yeah. Tripoli. Don't travel. Sabi salon, I make a leka. Now, one thing you will tell me about salon, where I not go able, maybe go escape me for a while, but I just love my country. I just wish they go love me back the way I do. But however, the one that we can put in charge, now they make some of we will love salon. They get that love the way we want from them. Only they lose open. We they take courage and we still continue. Because we know say we best They come. They come. We know that name. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple A say, Tata.